About the branches of maxillary artery. So here this is the maxillary artery which arises from the external carotid artery, and it has got three parts. From the first part we have first the two arteries arising which go through the foramina inside the skull. So first here is the middle meningeal artery, and the second is the accessory meningeal artery. So the middle meningeal artery passes through foramen ovale, foramen spinosum, and the accessory meningeal artery passes through foramen ovale. So and the third branch is the inferior alveolar artery. So this here is the inferior alveolar artery, and besides the middle meningeal, the accessory meningeal, and the inferior alveolar, there are other two branches as well which are not shown here. These are the deep auricular artery and anterior tympanic artery. So in total the first part has 5 branches: deep auricular artery, anterior tympanic artery, middle meningeal artery, accessory meningeal artery, and the inferior alveolar artery. Now coming to the second part of the artery. So the second part of maxillary artery first gives off this large branch which is known as deep temporal artery. Then besides these, it gives blood supply to the muscles of mastication. So it gives branches to mesenteric artery, then it gives branches to medial pterygoid, it also gives branches to lateral pterygoid, and then it gives this buccal branch. So these are the branches of the second part. So first there is the medial pterygoid, then there is branch to lateral pterygoid, then there is deep temporal, then there is a buccal branch, and there is one more branch known as mesenteric branch. So let me find that mesenteric branch. So this is the mesenteric branch. So here are the uh, 5 parts of the second part, and now the third part has 6 branches. So first of all we can see this branch. uh, First is this branch, which is the posterior superior alveolar nerve. So we can see that this is the maxilla, and the posterior superior alveolar nerve artery is this. Here on this side the maxilla has been removed, but if maxilla would have been there, then we could have seen this artery entering the maxilla. Now we have this another branch which is the uh, which here it is has been written as descending palatine, but in actual it is greater palatine artery. So we can see it is going on to supply the palate. So this is the greater palatine artery. Then on this side we have an artery which is going through this foramina. So this is the sphenoid bone, and this here is the palatine bone, and so between the two is the sphenopalatine foramen through which is arising the sphenopalatine artery, and we can see the sphenopalatine artery will now go on to give supply to the medial part of the nasal bone. So we have seen the posterior superior alveolar artery, the sphenopalatine artery, the greater palatine artery. Now this artery is the pharyngeal artery. This artery here is the Vidian artery, or the artery to pterygoid canal, and there's one more artery which is the infraorbital artery. Uh, so this I'll try to mark the infraorbital. So let me find the infraorbital artery. So this here is the infraorbital artery, and with which we finish off the branches of the maxillary artery.